all the participants. Welcome to the day 2 of our learning journey, Change Makers Winter Camp webinar series. I am Srilata, certified happiness coach, professional mediator, organization development consultant with 30 years of experience both in academics and corporate world. By the way, I am your behavioral skill trainer. Those who were participating in the challenges from last 10 days, you will know me. Right brain exercise challenge? Yeah, it's given by me. Okay. I'm your host for the day and I have my co-host, Miss Kushbu. Over to you, Kushbu.
Thank you, Srilata ma'am. This is Khushbu Jain from Class 8 Nagarjuna Model School, Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh. I am very happy to be a part of this Winter Camp 2023. Initiatives took during the Winter Camp by me are I have created an e-book, a presentation deck, and I have also created quizzes for the participants. Over to you, Srilata ma'am.
Thank you, Kushbu. Yesterday, we started our learning journey with Art and Science of Problem Solving by Dr. Jyoti Madam and Inclusivity by Lakshmi Lobo ma'am. Eager to know who will make us fly today on the topic tools, technologies, and prototyping? Yes. We have Mr. Ronik Jogeshwar with us, and it is my pleasure, sir, to invite you to our winter camp webinar series. Miss Kushbu will help us in knowing more about Mr. Ronak. Over to you, Kushbu.
Thank you, Srilata ma'am. It is my pleasure to introduce you, Ronak sir. Mr. Ronak is a tinkerer, innovator, and cook. His making journey started with Makerspace, and a year later he helped establish the first 10 makerspaces in schools known as Atal Tinkering Labs, currently a movement of more than 10,000 schools. At his age of 25, he joined Niti Ayog's Atal Innovation Mission and is the youngest member in its founding team. A first-generation student, he started working at age of 12 fixing photocopier machines with his father to make ends meet. His early experiences of operating in a resource constrained environment led him to Harvard University, where his research focus is on how to create innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystems for developing nations. Ronak sir brings his passion for tinkering and making, a mission to democratize innovation and entrepreneurship through a vocation of creating solid frameworks from his schools of experience by forging himself into a profession guided by the what, how, and why story of tinkering movement of India. His initiative Happy Tinkering's purpose is to design, deliver, demonstrate, and democratize impactful innovation strategies and programs across communities to foster a change in the mindset. It is a great opportunity to listen you, sir. Over to you, Srilata ma'am.
Thank you, Kushbu. Dear participants, if you have any questions, please mention in the chat box. Ronak sir will answer towards the end of the session. All of you should be having your notepad and pen to jot down the points. Few points about your attendance. Attendance link will be shared in the Zoom and YouTube chat box, and the form will be open only during the session. Attendance should be marked only once for each session. Though the link will be shared 3 to 4 times for the convenience of the participants. During the session, it will be shared many times and you should mark only once, and for each session only once, remember. It should be marked during the session only. Okay? Okay. Ronak sir, over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Srilata ma'am. Thank you so much, Kushbu, for introducing me. First of all, I would like to check whether I'm audible or not. So, mic check 1, 2, 3. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Lovely.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Can you see my screen? Can my presentation be seen by the students?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
We can see your presentation.
Lovely. So, yeah. So, lovely. So, Thank you so much for all of your time. I'm sorry if you are having a bit of a disturbance in the background, but this is the best that I could do right now. My name is Ronak Jogeshwar, and I am a maker and a mechanical engineer and a cook, as everyone has mentioned. And my tinkering or making or prototyping journey started with a blast when I had blasted one of the motors of the cars which I had at one particular point of time. Then
Excuse
I
me,
led
Ronak,
to
your
learning
voice
about
is
different
little
kinds of.
low.
Is this audible? Is this better?
Slightly better, but
Is
if
this
you
better?
can be little more
Hello, mic
audible,
check.
it will be good.
Is this better? Is this better?
Yes,
Hello, is this better?
yes.
Lovely. So yes, so मैं अपनी टिंकरिंग जर्नी एक छोटे से गेम से दिखाने वाला हूँ आपको जहाँ से origami, motors, electronics, planes and drones, go-kart, designing the AIM logo, ATL marathon, app development, मेरा खुद का application and Boston Bombay clock. Like I am going to talk about all of these elements, and I'm also going to quickly touch base upon what I learned during these times. Human-centered design thinking, technology readiness level, algorithms and flowchart, and many more. Most of these things now is very easily searchable for you, and you already know most of this stuff. So please don't feel fidget if you think that you don't know any of these technologies. Everything is available on the internet at this particular point of time. So let's begin. So this is the locality I was born in. I'm a guy who started his life in one of these slums of Mumbai. And when I was a kid, I saw these Hot Wheels tracks. Unfortunately, I was not able to produce them or procure them or buy them because yeah, they were too expensive. they बहुत महंगे थे. But my mother used to run a beauty parlor shop called yeah by my name, and she used to apply mehendi on a lot of women, and that's where I got this idea. I found the boxes of these mehendi cones, and from my father's sports shops I found the shuttlecock tubes, and I made a Hot Wheels stack myself. But when I further engaged in cardboard prototyping, I realized that there are many interesting initiatives that I can do with them. For example, perforations and folds, which led me to the fundamental concepts of how joineries are made. Okay, and this is the basic first step of prototyping: paper or cardboard. Use paper, use cardboard to create your first version of low fidelity prototypes. Okay, this is Russia. When I went to Russia and took 20 of my Atal Tinkering Lab students to Russia for an exchange program, I found these young Russian students working with cardboard prototyping. So it's so interesting that cardboard prototyping is so important at this particular point of time. So this is the first fundamental way of prototyping that you can do at any particular point of time. It's a low fidelity, low cost methodology that you can use. Now, what is this? Can anyone tell me what is this? Can we read some comments on the comment section, please? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Hello.
you're audible.
Yes.
Sir,
I
you
just
are-
want some of the students to answer me that what is this?
Sir, they are telling DC motor.
Exactly. So all of us would have actually broken our motor car toys and taken out this motor to create something like this. Okay, which leads to a workshop that I did in Chandigarh in India, where the students exactly did the same thing. Okay, so this is the first interaction with switches, motors, and batteries that we have all seen, which leads us to breadboard prototyping. As you can see, we have an Arduino like chip here and a few breadboards. This was my first prototyping chip, and on the background here that you can see is basically the code that I'm running on that. This is a very interesting picture because here we have our teachers, the Atal Tinkering Lab teachers in our Atal Tinkering Lab, learning about what breadboard prototyping is and working around with Arduinos and coding. Again, nothing of big surprise to you. But the magic happened when one of the teachers actually worked together to create a perforated circuit board circuit. Do you know what a perforated circuit board is? A perforated circuit board is something that you actually take on after you complete your breadboard prototyping stage. ब्रेडबोर्ड में आप अपने सर्किट को टेस्ट करते हैं, जो भी आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के सर्किट बनाते हैं उसको टेस्ट करते हैं. लेकिन जब आप ऐसे कॉम्पिटिशन में पार्ट लेते हैं जैसे अटल टिंकरिंग मैराथन, we want you to do something slightly better, and that's why we encourage you to use perforated circuit board to create your perfect circuit diagram. If you have the time or if you have the resources, you can always go to the printed circuit board. And printed circuit board are the examples of the chips and circuits that you have in your daily electronic equipment. So this is what perforated circuit board or breadboard prototyping is. Then all of us know that we need to have some kind of digital prototyping as well. Please leverage the skills that you have to understand the problem statements and make algorithms and flowcharts. And finally, prototype with programs, with programmatical prototyping to create some of the most beautiful apps. For example, this is a student who was actually trying to build a Bluetooth based prototyping tool for his classroom. So he actually was a little bit nervous to take this video out, and I just told him that bhaiya mujhse nahi ho payega, but we still gave it a shot. So let me just go to this particular circuit diagram. Can you see how messy it is? Can you make it better? This is basically an Arduino and a relay connected to a HC05, which basically is a Bluetooth sensor to help us completely automate our home automation system or the classroom automation system. Okay, so this is not the complete prototyping that we are really want to do still. This is a functional prototype that we have. This is a medicine dispenser with a lot of sensors, actuators, drawers, servo motors, which actually dispense the medicines as programmed. This is a great combination of breadboard prototyping, cardboard prototyping, and finally coding and formal PCB kind of prototyping. On the bottom side, you can see a screen which is soldered to the whole circuit board. And on the top side, you can see some of the motors and buttons to control the intake and outtake of the four medicines that we have here. These medicines are Med 1, Med 2, Med 3, and Med 4. To refill, you can press a button and all of these drawers will be unlocked. This is the kind of prototyping which
Ronak sir,
actually,
sir,
yes,
your
hello.
voice is little low, sir. Can you raise your
Is this
pitch?
better? Is this
Uh,
better? Is this
yes, sir.
better?
Now it is good, sir. You can still raise the voice, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now it's good, sir. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Lovely, lovely. So I'm just putting the mic as near to me as possible, and thank you so much for the feedback. So what I was saying that whenever you do all of these prototyping kind of journeys, you continue to increase the fidelity or the complexness of your prototype. First, you go to paper prototyping, then you do a little bit of breadboard prototyping, test your circuit out, and then you should go to a perforated circuit board or a PCB prototyping for your particular technology or equipment. For example, this has been a very interesting prototyping journey for me. Can you guess what this is or what this can become? I'm just going to give you 10 seconds or 20 seconds to think what it is. Okay, so these are, hold on, these are the wings of a plane. These were created by taking the diagrams of the plane that we designed on paper, okay, taking it to a laser cutter machine and cutting wood according to the perfect dimensions to create the wings and the tail of the plane. And as you can see in this picture, this is a tail of the plane. This is also has been one of the most interesting prototyping journeys that we have gone through. Imagine what we used to stick all of these parts. We didn't use Fevicol because Fevicol was too heavy. We resorted on using Fevikwik because Fevikwik is lighter. This is something that we learned during our prototyping journeys, that even the materials that you use are very, very, very important in your prototyping journey. Now we took it one step further. This is my home with the plane, and we refined all the parts to finally create this full-fledged structure of the plane. Interestingly, it also has lighter wood material called balsa, which we learned again while doing our prototyping journey. And also, we got a chance to fly the plane as well. This is an example of electronics, IoTs, sensors, servo motors, all of these things working together. Finally, can you see this? What logo is this? Have you ever seen this logo? I'm sure you haven't, because this is the first Atal Innovation Mission logo. Okay, and here also we didn't stop. We used a lot of design tools to create the current Atal Innovation Mission logo. This was the next version of the logo, and we wanted to add some 3D illusion to the logo. That's when we added solid lines to the corners of the Atal Innovation Mission logo to make it look more two-dimensional. These are the two tools that we have used in while making these creative designs for our innovators. AI is Adobe Illustrator and Corel Draw. For you, the world has expanded immensely, and you can use immense amount of softwares and tools at your disposal. Canva, Liquid, Photoshop, Corel Draw, Illustrator, Pixel Art, Gravit, InSpace. There's so many, and you can use any one of these to create your interesting presentations and prototypes to make your innovation look more presentable. For example, in this activity, the students are trying to 3D design their prototypes to 3D print. They are using many softwares like Adobe 360, okay, Fusion 360. They have been using Tinkercad, Cura, and many more. The top two prominent softwares that you can use in your Atal Tinkering Lab for your 3D printing prototyping is Cura and Tinkercad. Now, ATL Marathon. Creating the ATL Marathon itself was a prototyping journey. Initially, we only had got 200 applications in the first year, okay, from which we got top 6 teams to help us create the Student Innovator program. But now the ATL Marathon is far, far, far more bigger, and the opportunities are immense where you are going to get more than 350 teams are going to get a chance to actually showcase their innovative spirit and prototypes to the world. And this is the website link. As you know, the organizers of this particular program are doing their best to bring you all the information, and to log into the ATL Marathon portal, you just have to log in into atl.unisource.org. That's it, and just register and do your best. Finally, and most importantly, it is a very, very important thing for all of us to create digital tools and apps. Lot of what we create on our whiteboard has to be translated into app development. And for that, we need a lot of tools. For example, we need design, we need code, we need deployment, we need UI, UX, and many more. To do that, the best prototyping software for your app development, I think, is React. It's React Native. You can use Java, you can use C++, or you can use Python. Okay, React. What React does to you is React brings you the ease of both platforms, Android and iOS. You can develop and prototype your app quickly with the help of your peers and create a workspace for development between your teams to create both of these versions of the apps, both Android and both iOS apps simultaneously. So check out React. It's called React or it's called React Native. Finally, writing is a very important aspect of the ATL marathon. You have to prototype your writing in such a manner and you have to improve such that you have a clarity of problem and solution. You have an impactful and competitive innovation. You showcase your professionalism by writing good and take help from your mentors, take help from your mentors of change, take help from your peers, take help from your teachers and parents, everyone. It has to be presented very well. Okay, so do not wait for the last moment to create your final big presentation text, because that is also a prototyping journey. You will improve your presentation as and when you uh, you create your innovations, and also document them. When I say document them, record the journey. Take pictures of your first version of your prototype. Take pictures of your second version of your prototype. It will A, give you the confidence, and B, it will also let you see your whole prototyping journey. Use all the keywords. Use technology-based keywords. Use good language, and it doesn't have to be only English. It can be Hindi, Marathi, जो आपका language हो. आप कोई भी language use करके अच्छे keywords करके आप अच्छा एक writing presentation दे सकते हैं. Have a story. You are participating in ATL marathon with a story. Okay, you're participating in ATL marathon to solve a problem. The fundamental idea of the ATL marathon is to solve problems. Okay, so share your story, share your design thinking stories, share how you got to this problem statement. And finally, give your innovation an amazing name. The title of your innovation, the title entry of your innovation has to be amazing, path-breaking, trailblazing, and whatever you think is gonna be amazing for you. For example, NITI is National Institution for Transforming India. Okay, so you can use those abbreviations too, something like that. Okay, it can be your name, but just like Jarvis, uh, 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 I don't really remember what Jarvis really means, but yeah, uh, intelligence species, yeah, something like that. But Jarvis is Iron Man's artificial intelligence bot, and Jarvis means something. So that is going to be very interesting. Okay, so give your innovation an amazing name, or make it simple. It also can be a very simple name, but make sure that it's catchy so that everyone thinks that, okay, wow, this is going to be something exciting, and they would be very interested to look at your presentations. Finally, this is my recent prototyping journey. When I was at Harvard, I found a broken bicycle on the streets. I really wanted to build a clock around it. So what I did, I employed all of my prototyping skills and my mechanical engineering skills to create this. I use laser cutters to make those words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 0, 9 and 12. Okay, and then I took a little bit of electronics to create the two dials of the clock. In the front side, it's a Boston time. On the black side, it's a Bombay time. Finally, as you can see, the cycle is hung to the ceiling and it is not screwed in. So on the top side, as you can notice, you have threads which are in the manner of how you have suspension bridges. This is a truss mechanism that I learned during mechanical engineering. So remember the fact that every information that you have is going to help you create better prototypes for the future. Okay. And finally, I went to my university website and tried to change the code of my website for this session. So yeah, So today's session is now available in all my university website. It's called Prototyping for ATL Marathon, AIM 2020 fall. Oh, the timing is wrong because I think it was supposed to be 4 to 4:59, but yeah, sure. And then instructor is Ronak Jogeshwar. And as I said, today we are going to learn about how to submit the best entry for ATL Marathon 2023-2024. So this has been my major prototyping journey. And for us, for all of us, our prototyping journey is more or less something like this. Use paper to create wireframes of your application. Understand what sensors, actuators, and processors mean and work with them. Once you have confidence with your sensors, actuators, processors on a breadboard, you take your prototype from a breadboard to PCB to make come everything together. You make everything together by physical prototyping. As I mentioned, you have you can make drones, you can make planes, you can make medicine dispensers, and all of that stuff. Once your physical prototyping is done, you have to jump to your app. If you have an app, you have to design it with good UI and UX. UI and UX is user interface and user experience. You can use various app development tools, like I mentioned earlier, to further refine your prototype. Finally, you further go ahead to refine your problem statements. And why refining problem statements are important? It's because that you will be able to create great presentation tools. Then you jump to digital tools. You use Canva, you use Photoshop, you use Illustrator, you use video editing tools to make a good story of your prototyping journey and further strengthen your innovation. Once you are done with all of this, you have to write in a very convincing and an amazing manner. When you write, you talk about all of your journey. You talk about your prototyping journey. You talk about the sensors that you have used. You give it a catchy name. And finally, and most importantly, you must have fun. You must be having fun to do all of this. This is my basic, very quick prototyping journey presentation to all of you. And now let's get to the questions. As you can see, another amazing prototype that we had created, a wooden man chilling on a desk, and this is right now in IIT Delhi. So over to you, Srilata ma'am, over to you, Khushbu, for any questions that I have. And I'm just gonna pause on this slide because
Thank you.
this is where the whole prototyping journey is.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ronak, for that thought-provoking and wonderful presentation. And kudos to you from where you are and what you have been today. It's just wonderful journey. Dear participants, can all of us post a clap emoji, please? Everyone, I should see a clap emoji now. He is in
Thank you
Jammu
so much.
on a family, or he is in Jammu right now with his family on a vacation. And presently, from the airport, he is into this presentation. I think it takes a minute to say, sorry, ma'am, I cannot make it. I'm in the airport. But he never said that. He took all the pain of logging in, lot of problem. That is the reason it was 5 to 6 minutes delay, because it was really difficult from airport to connect. So no words to thank you enough, and I'm extremely proud of you, Mr. Ronak.
Thanks so much.
And also,
Thank you so
we
much.
are all now
Yeah.
part
So
of
I'm gonna take
AIM,
some questions.
and thank you so much for showing the evolution of AIM logo also. I also learned it so much. Now, Kushbu, can you please share the questions, ma, that students were asking?
Yes, ma'am. Shifa has a doubt that what is the use of cycle clock?
What is the use of cycle clock? So it's a story. So I was in I moved to the United States, okay, and the thing is that I was trying to find like two clocks, one clock for India time, clock two for Boston time, so that I could connect with my family, connect with my mother, and all of that stuff. So my mummy was very angry that I was not calling her, and she was very tired when I used to call her because time zones are very different. So I want to be very cognizant that when should I call my mother. So then I thought that okay, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm a maker, I'm a tinkerer. Why not I make a clock? And then I got this idea that I want to really make the clock in one of the classrooms at Harvard. And then I just made it. I just found a bicycle and like it, and it was, and I didn't even buy anything. So the whole bicycle is completely upcycled. And yeah, I wanted to share that very important thing that you don't need a rupee to prototype. Whatever I showed you, okay, most of them, apart from everything. Okay, so that cycle, that electronic components, that laser cut numbers, the dial on the silver dials, the both of the dials, everything was taken from something which was discarded. Okay, and this is a story. I love prototyping. I have been prototyping all my life, so I love doing that, and that's why I do this. That's it. And yeah, it is because I wanted to talk to my mother on time. That's why I made that clock. That's it from me. Hello.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you. And the next question is, what if I just don't need application for my prototype? Then what should I do?
so I shared a medicine dispenser prototype, right? And also my plane. So plane didn't had any app component on it. And it is okay if your innovation doesn't have application. I think I as a mechanical engineer would encourage that because India is a service industry but not a product industry. So this is your chance to create interesting physical products. Okay. So for example, the plane only has a remote and the medicine dispenser is connected directly with IoT components. Okay, so there you don't really need an application. Yeah. So I think I used. I'm so sorry. I think I lagged for a second. But you don't really need an app. That's what I wanted to say. You can always create physical prototypes. My suggestion to you would be once you create good, like do not stop at breadboard. Okay, breadboard पे रुकना मत. Breadboard से आप PCB पे जाइए. आप सोल्डरिंग कीजिए. ठीक है. अगर आपको सोल्डरिंग करने से डर लगता है तो आप एंड आई नो सोल्डरिंग आयरन गर्म होती है. आपको चोट लग सकती है. आपको थोड़ा ध्यान से यूज करना है. Take help from your teachers, take help from your mentors to make the solder die. It will look so beautiful. I can't even tell you. Okay, Atharva, I think you have a question. You are raising your hand. Sir, please tell our contact number. I don't know your contact number, but I can give my contact number. My contact number is uh okay. So I am gonna give you my email. I think that is the best. I'm just writing my email, and my Instagram is also the same. Okay. Any more questions? I think I also have a question.
Sir, here is one more question, that what is the difference between PCB and breadboard?
So breadboard जो होता है, breadboard is basic the first step of prototyping, where you actually put all your electronic components to test whether your circuit is working or not. Once you have seen that, once you know कि कौन सा पिन कहाँ पे कनेक्ट होना है, then you go to PCB. अब PCB भी दो टाइप के होते हैं. PCB perforated circuit board होता है और PCB printed circuit board भी होता है. आपके फोन, आपके लैपटॉप में प्रिंटेड सर्किट बोर्ड है. आप प्रोटोटाइपिंग करते हो तो परफोरेटेड सर्किट बोर्ड पे करते हो. परफोरेटेड सर्किट बोर्ड एटीएल में 12 है. एक एटीएल में जब हमने ग्रांट दिया था, एक एटीएल में 12 परफोरेटेड सर्किट बोर्ड है. सो यू हैव इनफ सर्किट बोर्ड. अगर एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए तो एक्स्ट्रा भी मिल जाएगा. आपके पास ऑलरेडी ग्रांट है. डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. ठीक है, इट्स वेरी चीप. योर स्कूल विल गिव इट टू यू. यू जस्ट हैव टू पुट फर्स्ट बट टेस्ट योर प्रोटोटाइप आउट ऑन ब्रेडबोर्ड. अब इससे फायदा क्या होता है कि कुछ भी गलत कनेक्शन होगा तो नुकसान होगा, कुछ ना कुछ खराब होगा. मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली किसी को चोट लग सकती है इनोवेशन यूज करने के टाइम पे. तो वो प्रिवेंट करने के लिए हम ब्रेडबोर्ड यूज करते हैं ताकि हमें पता हो कि परफेक्ट कनेक्शन कहाँ पे होगा. When I was doing my engineering, I was told by my mentor, and my mentor, his name is Professor Anade. He is 81 years old now. He told me that you should always measure twice but cut once. क्योंकि एक बार कट हो गया तो फिर अगर गलत कट हो गया तो वेस्ट हो गया वो. वेस्ट नहीं करना, ऑलवेज मेजर ट्वाइस बट कट वंस. So this is what my mentor or my mentor of change, I would say, told me when I was studying mechanical engineering. Yeah, next question, please.
How can we find out which type of prototyping would be best for different inventions?
See, the thing is that prototyping is a emergent journey. जैसे मैंने आपको दिखाया कि this is my own journey. This is I'm not talking that something has happened out of the blue. Yeah, this is what has happened in my life, and I'm just gonna share my screen again. Okay, well, just give me a moment, please. Where is the share screen option? Yeah. So I'm just gonna share the screen which is the most relevant right now. I think you can see my screen, our prototyping journey. ओके नाउ आप सोचिए कि आपको अभी एटीएल मैराथन में अभी पार्टिसिपेट करना है, सबमिट करना है, तो आपको क्या क्या चीजें चाहिए. सबसे पहले आपको अपना आइडिया को टेस्ट करना है, और आप आइडिया को टेस्ट और डायरेक्टली सेंसर्स, एक्चुएटर्स, पूरा प्रोटोटाइपिंग करके तो नहीं करोगे, बिकॉज उसमें कॉस्ट लगेगा, उसमें टाइम भी लगेगा, उसमें मतलब, और अगर कुछ खराब हो गया तो first of all you should do is you should actually always check it on paper and cardboard. आप जब भी स्कूल प्रोजेक्ट बनाते हो तो कार्डबोर्ड से ही बनाते हो ना पहले, या तो थर्मोकॉल से बनाते हो. थर्मोकॉल यूज नहीं करना, बिकॉज थर्मोकॉल इज नॉट गुड फॉर एनवायरनमेंट. यूज कार्डबोर्ड. ओके, सो पेपर, ऐप, वायर फ्रेम को आप सबसे पहले पेपर पे चेक करो, और फिर वहां से ब्रेडबोर्ड पे जाओ. ओके, फिर ब्रेडबोर्ड पे आपने एक बार टेस्ट कर दिया, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस गेन हो गया कि हाँ चलो चलो मेरा ये सेंसर है, ये मेरा सर्किट चल रहा है. फिर वहां से ब्रेडबोर्ड से आप ट्राई करो कि आप उसको सोल्डरिंग कैसे करोगे. तो आपको पूरा पूरा एक ऐसा अच्छा सा सर्किट बन जाएगा. नाउ you can take that circuit. वो सर्किट हो गया. सर्किट को क्या चाहिए, सर्किट को खुला तो नहीं रख सकते, उसमें पानी चला गया तो आपका सर्किट खराब हो जाएगा, फिर आपका इनोवेशन खराब हो जाएगा. ठीक है, फिर उसके लिए आपको केसिंग चाहिए, तो केसिंग के लिए फिर आप प्रोटोटाइपिंग करोगे 3D प्रिंटर पे. 3D प्रिंटर पे उसका अच्छा सा केस बनाओ. ठीक है, उसका अच्छा सा केस बन गया. ट्रांसपेरेंट केस भी बना सकते हो आप, पता है क्या, तो उसमें दिखेगा भी, जैसे वो फैंसी कंप्यूटर्स होते हैं ना, लाइट वाइट वाले. अच्छे मेरे पास भी एक है, मैंने भी वैसे ही बनाया था. ठीक है, तो आप 3D प्रिंटर से उसका अच्छा सा केस बनाओ. केस का शेप भी काफी इंटरेस्टिंग हो सकता है. मेरा पर्सनली पिकाचू इज माय फेवरेट पोकेमॉन. ओके, तो पहले मैंने पिकाचू का बनाया. एक्चुअली मैंने वो डाला नहीं फोटो, क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा स्लाइड्स हो जाती थी. पिकाचू था और बस जैपडॉस का स्लाइड था. जैपडॉस एक बहुत पुराना पोकेमॉन है, मुझे पता नहीं आप लोगों को पता है कि नहीं. तो एक मेरे पास जैपडॉस वाला 3D प्रिंटेड शेल था, और एक पिकाचू वाला था, और वहां से मैंने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स यूज करके पिकाचू के पिंक गाल से मैंने थंडरबोल्ट्स के स्पार्क्स निकाले थे. तो यू वेंट वन मोर लेवल ऑफ प्रोटोटाइपिंग विद 3D प्रिंटिंग. तो आपका ऐसे स्टेप बाय स्टेप आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा. सो देयर इज नो right way, or there is no one way to enter this particular prototyping journey. आप स्टार्ट पेपर वायर फ्रेम से करो, बेसिक से करो, और एक एक करके अपने स्टेप्स बढ़ाते जाओ. आपके लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि योर प्रोटोटाइपिंग जर्नी शुड नॉट स्टॉप. ओके, ठीक है, so do that, like one by one, just one by one, use whatever resources you have. And today ChatGPT, Google and your mentors are your best friends. ठीक है, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश बोलते हैं ना, तो वैसे ChatGPT, गूगल एंड मेंटर. ठीक है, सो मेंटर्स को परेशान करना है, आस्क देम एवरीथिंग. इफ दे डोंट हैव आंसर्स, दे विल फाइंड आंसर्स एंड गिव इट टू यू. ओके, और यू फाइंड आंसर्स ऑन ChatGPT, you find answers on Google. Okay, so that's it on that aspect.
Sir, the one
Sorry,
more
मैं
question.
fast बोल रहा हूँ, मुझे दूसरे आंसर्स कंप्लीट करने हैं. Yes.
Next question which we have is, what steps should we take to start a project?
First of all, find a idea or find a problem statement to solve. You just go around and try to find a problem. एक प्रॉब्लम ढूंढने की कोशिश करो. अब वो प्रॉब्लम जब आप ढूंढोगे, अब आपको ये सोचना है, आप सभी बच्चों को, कि मैं इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए क्या क्या कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है, या कर सकती हूँ. ठीक है, ठीक है यार, क्या क्या हम सब मिलके एज अ टीम कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, उस तब आप जब ये सोचोगे तो आपको आइडियाज आएंगे कि चलो आपके आसपास क्या क्या है. आपके आसपास एक अटल टिंकरिंग लैब है. अटल टिंकरिंग लैब में 3D प्रिंटर है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, IoT है, बहुत सारे इक्विपमेंट है, सेंसर्स है, एक्चुएटर्स है. तो आप उसको सॉल्व कैसे कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जो वीडियो हमने दिखा था सार्थक का, सार्थक हमारा अटल टिंकरिंग लैब का स्टूडेंट है, आप जैसे ही. ठीक है, उसने क्या किया, उसको है ना ब्लूटूथ कंट्रोल्ड क्लासरूम करना था। तो हमने अटल टिंकरिंग लैब के स्विच बोर्ड को खोला, ठीक है। एटीएल इंचार्ज ने पहले हमें बहुत बोला कि ध्यान से करना, बच्चों को शॉक नहीं लगना चाहिए और आप भी ध्यान रखना, ठीक है। एटीएल इंचार्ज का वही था। एटीएल इंचार्ज हमारे बहुत अच्छे थे, उन्होंने बोला आपको जितना प्रोटोटाइपिंग करना है कीजिए। सो वी टुक दैट आउट, we connected it, and we finally created that particular control, ठीक है, which for Bluetooth control for the classroom. तो सार्थक ने वो प्रॉब्लम देखा कि मुझे ना इसको है ना स्विच बड़ी घड़ी बंद चालू नहीं करना। अब सार्थक ने ये क्यों देखा, क्योंकि चंडीगढ़ में बरसात होती है तो स्विच बोर्ड गीला हो जाता है, तो शॉक लगने का डर होता है। There is a fear, if the switchboard is wet, you can get shock. That's why Sarthak saw that problem, that students can get that shock.
Over to you,
So he
Shweta madam.
proceeded to create. So he proceeded to solve that problem with Bluetooth and adult design labs. Okay. So this is why the first step is always find a problem that you want to solve. Okay. Next question.
So the next question is, what is a Tinkercad and its uses?
Tinkercad is a 3D design software which you can use to create your 3D models and then use that model to put it on a 3D printer. You know what a 3D printer is? Whoever asked me this question, आप सबको पता है 3D printer क्या है? नहीं. Okay. I hope you know what a 3D printer is. Our 18-inch will show the 3D printer to you. 3D printer is something that prints in 3 dimensions. Okay? तो उसके लिए आपको एक मॉडल बनाना पड़ता है, बेसिकली ड्राइंग बनाना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो वो ड्राइंग आपको 3D में बनाना पड़ता है, उसके लिए आपको कंप्यूटर चाहिए, कंप्यूटर में एक सॉफ्टवेयर होना चाहिए। जस्ट टू मेक एन ऐप यू नीड एन ऐप डेवलपमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर, टू मेक अ 3D मॉडल यू नीड 3D डेवलपमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर। तो उसमें से एक है टिंकरकैड, ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं, फ्यूजन 360 है, सॉलिडवर्क्स है, एडवांस वाले भी है, सिंपल वाला टिंकरकैड है जो आप यूज कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद आप 2 दिन टिंकरकैड यूज करोगे, मुझे भी पता है टिंकरकैड से आप लोग बोर हो जाओगे, आप बोलोगे कि चलो हमें थोड़ा एडवांस सीखना है, तो आप फ्यूजन 360 सीखना। आई एम प्रीटी श्योर दैट you are way more smarter than I am. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you are only going to use these softwares for a day or two. So yeah, all the best. Next question. I'm speaking very fast because of the fact that I want to take as many questions as I can. If you don't understand anything what I said, please let me know. I will be more than happy to talk to you people. I have also added my email address and I'm also going to add my Instagram. You can just message me directly on Instagram. That's completely fine. And if you want me to help you with your prototypes, I'm more than happy to do that as well. लेकिन बताना मत एम वालों को, नहीं तो वो लोग आपको डिस्क्वालीफाई कर देंगे. Yes, Arav and Yuvan have questions.
So the next question is, how do DC motor works?
Google. इस सवाल का जवाब गूगल देगा, मैं नहीं दूंगा. ठीक है. I am not going to answer the obvious questions. You have Google, you have ChatGPT, you have your mentor.
Yes, sir. And the last question is, what is the
whoever asked me this question has to tell me, send me an email and tell me and explain me how a DC motor works. क्योंकि मैं तो कभी स्कूल गया ही नहीं, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं क्या होता है DC मोटर. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. खुशबू इज लाइक क्या सर, क्या कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं.
No, sir. The last question is,
चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन खुशबू.
what is AI and how does it help us?
See, artificial intelligence, I don't want to I think आप लोगों को मुझसे ज्यादा पता है आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के बारे में, ठीक है. बट मेरे हिसाब से आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी है जिससे हम बहुत सारी अच्छी और बहुत सारी बुरी चीजें कर सकते हैं इंसानियत के लिए. वी कैन डू वेरी गुड थिंग्स फॉर द वर्ल्ड, वी कैन डू वेरी बैड थिंग्स फॉर द वर्ल्ड, बट वी ऑलवेज हैव टू थिंक ऑफ डूइंग गुड थिंग्स फॉर द वर्ल्ड. सो AI, we can use AI or we can leverage AI to make good models, good language learning models, good models to create good apps, good coding models. We can train AI to help our parents maybe do something like something that they do regularly. For example, I used ChatGPT's AI model, ChatGPT 4 AI model, to help my father make with his business. So he has to do all these calculations. So I trained an AI algorithm which gives him all his agreements automatically. all his documents automatically. He just has to enter the name of his client. He just has to enter the name of his the money that he needs to take from the client, or the money he needs to give to the client, and he just has to enter the date and the bank account, and then automatically the bill is getting generated. So I, with AI, am able to help my own father to ease his own business. Okay. Similarly, all of you children can do this as well. And the interesting part is, now since I have trained AI once, whenever my papa comes and tells me that, oh, I need to make this document, I just put it on AI, and then in 5 seconds I get the document. Else I had to put so much effort, like I have to sit with my father for 30 minutes and make one document. Now it can happen in 5 seconds. He just has to like WhatsApp me the name and other details, and in 5 seconds I get the Word file and I send it back to my father. So this is very interesting. So this is how you use AI to leverage. You try to leverage AI for the benefit of your people and your loved ones. So this is what AI does. This is what I know about AI. Again, I think that you guys know more than AI than I do. So please educate me as well. There are many more questions. So I'll do one thing. I'll put my. So I'm just gonna. Uh, so this is on the corner of this wooden paplu. This is where I am. My Instagram, LinkedIn, email, everything is Ronak VJ. Okay. My email ID is ronakvj@gmail.com if you want to send me an email. My Instagram is also Ronak VJ. Okay. So if you want to use it, be my guest. Stay connected. And as always, happy tinkering. Any more questions, Khushbu? All good question hai?
Yes, sir. What is the most versatile coding language according to you, sir?
Uh, so I think my first Atal Tinkering Lab student is Vishal Dubey. Yeah, and I am not a coder, but I will take what he says. Okay, he is also the head of Google Developer Group of Mumbai. Okay, so he tells me that Python is the best, and then he tells me now Python is also like very old. You have to use ChatGPT, you have to use React Native, you have to use Google Bard, Google and Bard, all of these kind of tools now. So his suggestion to you would be, or I am taking something that I learned from my ATL student to you, is that use coding language and use artificial intelligence tools as much as you can. ओके सर आपका ईमेल मैंने बोला ना मेरा ईमेल ओके वेट होल्ड ऑन हाँ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन खुशबू
Yes, sir. Sir, give me an alternative of Blink software. Sir, Blink offers maximum 5 data streams, but I need more data streams.
send me an email. I'll try to find something and send it to you. Okay. मेरे को ईमेल भेजो ऑल ऑफ दीज टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन के लिए मेरे को ईमेल भेजो ठीक है मैं आपको कनेक्ट करता हूँ
Okay, sir. What is prompt
ठीक है
engineering, sir?
it is my favorite kind of engineering. Okay, prompt engineering is so what I just said about me helping my father to create his own AI bot assistant is prompt engineering. I can talk about prompt engineering for 1 hour because I am a self-learned prompt engineer. Okay, prompt engineering may you actually give interesting and good database prompts to your chat GPT model. When you give that, it gives you better results. Okay, unfortunately I cannot share I wish I could have wait hold on you can see my screen right file open recent wait hold on so I think you can see my wait hold on चालू हो जा चलो ठीक है डाउनलोड हो गया unfortunately but let me just cover prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is a methodology in which you use artificial intelligence and have a conversation with them to get the kind of results that you want. One. Second, you actually refine your results by engaging more and more with your model and creating results. Oh, I can give you an example now. Hold on. I'm getting excited more than you guys about prompt engineering. Wait, hold on. Share screen. Where's this? Chrome tab, window. Yeah. So ये मेरा ना कोर्स है हाँ मेरा क्लासरूम का कोर्स है तो वो कोर्स के टाइम पे ना ये पूरा का पूरा मुझे प्रेजेंटेशन दिया गया था ओके persuasive coercive what are the kinds of power that you have एंड देन जब मैंने प्रैक्टिस किया तो मैंने पूरा का पूरा लैंग्वेज मॉडल को ट्रेन करके उसको दिखाया कि बॉस मुझे हेल्प करो इसको समराइज करने के लिए सो आई वाज बेसिकली गिवन अ चैप्टर ओके इन वन ऑफ माय साइंस टेक्स्ट बुक्स I used the main keywords of the chapter and asked ChatGPT to create a mind map for me. Okay, so this is what ChatGPT gave me: misconception about power and the impact. Okay, and then it started training I started training that model, which led me to create 180 slides of my presentations. Look at this. ठीक है, I'm gonna stop this here. मैं ये share नहीं कर सकता आपके साथ. I'm sorry, but this is what I have. Okay, so this is what prompt engineering does to you. And if you want to know about more about prompt engineering, send me an email. It is a very fun, it is a very interesting topic. I love working on prompt engineering. पिछले 2 महीने में मैं सिर्फ prompt engineering कर रहा हूँ बस और कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ ठीक है बहुत मजेदार टॉपिक है so yes send me an email we'll talk any more questions I think we have more 3 minutes.
Yes, sir. The last question. What is the difference between perforated and printed circuit board?
So I am going to again share my slides with you guys. ठीक है मेरा स्लाइड देखोगे तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा परफोरेटेड सर्किट बोर्ड में होल्स होते हैं ठीक है छोटे 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 इधर कहाँ गया परफोरेटेड वाला ठीक है तो आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर स्क्रीन विंडो ठीक है आपको मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है तो यहाँ पे देखो ये टीचर है ना दोनों टीचर हैं ये दोनों टीचर सोल्डरिंग कर रही हैं ये परफोरेटेड सर्किट बोर्ड पे कर रही है अब ये क्यों करिए पता है क्या सर्किट बोर्ड क्योंकि पहले मैंने ब्रेडबोर्ड पर प्रोटोटाइपिंग कर दिया दे डिड प्रोटोटाइपिंग ऑन ब्रेडबोर्ड ओके now they decided that their circuit has to look like this on the left side of the page on the left side okay so now the big breadboard became very small circuit here and they used a perforated circuit board which has holes perforated circuit board में holes होते हैं आगे की तरफ और पीछे की तरफ उन पे कॉपर की क्लैडिंग होती है ताकि सर्किट्स कनेक्टेड रह सके और आप यहाँ पे कंपोनेंट्स लगाते हो प्रिंटेड सर्किट बोर्ड में क्या होता है प्रिंटेड सर्किट बोर्ड में ऐसे होल्स नहीं होते पूरा का पूरा कंपोनेंट का पूरा आपका लेआउट बना होता है ठीक है और वहां पे आप अपने पार्ट्स को सोल्डर करते हो ठीक है तो प्रिंटेड सर्किट बोर्ड और छोटा और एलिगेंट और कॉम्पैक्ट होता है ठीक है परफोरेटेड सर्किट बोर्ड आपके लिए अवेलेबल है एटीएल में प्रिंटेड सर्किट बोर्ड आप बना सकते हो लेकिन आपको शायद से कोई इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज जाना पड़ेगा अपने मेंटर से हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा ओके अभी मैं यहाँ पे आई जस्ट पॉज हियर बिकॉज आई थिंक वी आर आउट ऑफ टाइम तो ओवर टू यू खुशबू is there anything more questions that you would like to share all
No,
of
sir.
you
Thank
send
you.
me an email if your questions are not answered रौनक भैया को ईमेल भेजो इंस्टाग्राम पे मैसेज करो कोई बात नहीं आई हेल्प यू गाइस ठीक है
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir,
you.
for answering all the questions and for taking out time for us. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Shrilata ma'am.
Thank you, Kushbu. Thank you, Ronak. Though there are a lot of questions, I think so nice of you to give your mail ID also. You will have now ocean flow of questions in your
that's
mail
fine that's
ID
fine
quite soon.
that's absolutely
All
fine this is
right.
not the first time
So,
I'm doing this is not the last time I'm doing this so it's fine
thank you, sir. And students, hope all of you marked your attendance right. Yeah. Okay, those who attend the session only will receive the participation certificate, and it is also mandatory to have 100% attendance to qualify for the prizes. Okay, the quiz will be shared at the end of the second session, both together at 9 p.m. posted on the website. And see you all at 5:30 p.m. for another quite interesting session. Bye for now. Thank you so much, Ronak, once again.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm ending the call. Thank you, students. Meet you all again at 5.